Good morning and welcome to Exploring the Ka with host Ra Castaldo. And I will continue the the video about the Persian giants and the Persian king list. In one of my future videos. It's going to be probably either the next one or the following one. Before I leave for work right now, I wanted to start what I'm calling the Fae Chronicles. Okay, and also I want to probably get in touch with this guy David Politis. I heard his name years ago about the missing 411, and he's explored, like, he's not saying what it is that all these missing disappearances are, but he explores like all the different avenues it could be, and he goes down the supernatural hole, the rabbit hole for sure. And one of the things he brought up was the Fae. And I don't think on the right track, how on the right track he was with that one. That he was, like, he was really on the right track, I feel, with a lot of these cases with that one. And a lot of the technology of the Fae is the results of the technology they use gets people trapped in alternate realities and other dimensions that even look like the Earth physical realm, you know. And sometimes even the person can get trapped in this dimension, and they can even hear people calling them and looking for them in the woods, and they can even might even be able to see them, but they just can't get them to hear their voice or can't get them to see them. They're like trapped behind this veil. And like I mentioned in previous videos, and I will bring it up in a future Fae Chronicle, is the fairy wand and the technology in it, and the septagram on top that is the star is a never-ending bright light, kind of like the star in the sky, and it opens portals and dimensions. This realm, this Fae realm, is beyond the realm of our material plane, you know. It's right outside of our material realm, you know. It's like they say the lore is that it's just past the gates of the rising and the setting sun and moon, and the fairies or Fae, you know, they are able to move from one realm to the other, but it does require technology. You see, we can do it without technology. We are interesting creatures, you know, and sometimes these Fae, you know, they can go from one end of the forest to the other so quickly and so with such, you know, mysterious movements and ways that our eyes really cannot fix upon the different movements and moments of time, you know, that when it moves, we can't really, you know, fix upon everything, because, you know, what time in the mortal realm is not time. Time does not exist like that in the Fae realm, only here, you know. So the way they put it is like us mortals, right? We see things where things were, not where they are, you know? And that's interesting to think about. Like, we see things where things were, not where they are. And so with doing this, we become subject to different barriers. And these barriers are the terms that we use as past, present, and future. You know, in these Fae realms, they have water, they have land like us, grass. It has night and day seasons as well. And the sun and the moon and the stars are seen overhead. But and remember this now, this is important, they are reflections from our physical realm, okay? The light in the Fae realm comes from the land within the realm itself, and energy that emanates from all things within the mortal realm, you know? And there's different cities in the Fae realms that are even called in Etruscan lore. We have different cities, and I'll get to that in the future. And you know, they were basically chased out of their realms by these ethereal armies, these astral armies, okay? And these astral armies were from some jealous god that drove the Fae from their realm. And they found refuge in the world of the mortal, you know, men and women. And that's us in the material plane. And they, when they can await and buy some time until they can turn and retake their lost, you know, places that they once lived. And like it says in the lore that when the god chased these Fae, his armies left the land of the Fae afterwards, after the Fae left, and you know, and then took up battle with the old ones upon Earth, and the Lhasa, the Etruscans called them the Lhasa. And it was at this time that the Fae then began to withdraw from our mortal realm, returning to their home. That's called the Shimmering Realm of Light. And later on, I'm going to get into who the Lantra are and what the realm of Lunea are. And you know, this shimmering light that they talk about, I've caught one of these Fae creatures shimmering out of existence in one of my pictures. And I will show it to you. I've posted it once before, I think, on a somewhere. But I'm gonna say, spiral out.